Just a few years ago, the idea of having Bluetooth readily accessible without a gizmo sitting in your ear making you look ridiculous was unheard of. Then, LG released the Tones, and the novel idea of Bluetooth always nearby, yet not in your ear, became massively appealing. Today, LG continues to ride the popularity of their headset, consistently releasing variations. The LG Tones Ultra is one of these variations. So are they a marketing ploy, or are they worth the title? Hey, it's Paul. Stick around while I share my thoughts of one of the newest variations with a few changes that enhance convenience and comfort. Or does it? Right out of the gate, I want to say a few things up front. I have a very serious love and hate relationship with the LG Tones. Secondly, I also want you to make sure that when you are purchasing some LG Tones, that you're not getting ripped off. Due to their popularity, there is a lot of places, even in malls and flea markets, that sell knockoff brands, so make sure you're looking for the properly logoed and marked box before you purchase one. Now, about my love and hate relationship with the Tones. I'm going to give you a comprehensive review, and during this review you're going to find out exactly why I love them and why I hate them, and you can use my personal experiences to formulate your opinion on these Tones. I'm also going to walk you through the Tone and Talk app by LG that allows the Tones to read messages to you in your ear so you don't have to look at your phone quite as much. Alright, let's get into the review. First off, the Tones are very lightweight and flexible. They're very forgiving to put around your neck and comfortable to wear. Secondly, these are made with speakers from JBL. Now, a lot of times you'll get a device that says speakers by this company or it features this, and you're not really truly getting the effect. I can comfortably tell you that these truly are JBL speakers and they roar. I've heard a lot of people say on the internet and in comments that they can't hear the bass. I had that experience at first, but what I did was I changed out the earbuds, put in a slightly larger pair so they don't quite fit in your ears good, and it produced a seal. Once that seal is produced, then the bass and the sounds really start to jam. Now, movement will cause the seal to shift a little bit and you won't get that same quality, but I can tell you that the speakers are top notch. They get loud, they're crisp, and you never hear them strain. Another great feature is the retractable earbuds. Pull them out to put them in your ear, give them a slight tug and let them go, and they retract. They're out of the way, unlike the Pros with all the cables dangling. It just makes for a much cleaner look and less entanglement worries or issues with the wires getting damaged. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look at all the buttons and functions of the LG Tones Ultra. First, on the left hand side, we have the answer and hang up call button along with the microphone. That also doubles as a long press to activate such functions as Google. On the side, we have the volume up and down button, which also, if you long press, can disable the vibration of the Tones Ultra and can give you the battery status. On the inside of the left, we have the micro USB port hidden under a protective barrier so that you can charge the device. There's also a Bluetooth status and charging status indicator light. On the upper right hand side, we have the play pause button for music control. On the outside, we have next track controls, as well as long pressing to check the time and date and the last text message received. On the inside, we simply have the on and off button for the Tones. And of course, once again, the retractable earbuds. Let's talk about the on and off button for a moment. There's plenty of times when I decided I was done with the Tones and flipped them off, but I was still able to receive calls or text messages, or they would totally glitch out and still function. There's also the indicator status light. It will indicate different colors to let you know it is glitching. Such a weird thing, and it happens frequently. The included quick start guide will show you all of the controls on paper so you can get familiar with them. And that right there leads me into one of the cons, the controls. The controls in their simplistic form of play, pause, answer calls, volume control, etc. is fine. But if you want to adjust the bass boost or equalizer or more sophisticated things, well, you might want to carry the manual around with you because the extent of controls and the pattern required to activate those things is obnoxious. When it comes to the microphone, my frustration knows no bounds. This thing sucks. Unless I'm sitting in a room all by myself with nothing around me everything else but me is going to be picked up. I don't care if you've got the TV turned down low, the radio turned down low, the radio at a normal setting that you would for most conversations, any ambient noise, people talking, whatever the case may be, the microphone is going to pick it up and your voice is going to sound distant or muffled. Whatever the case may be, this thing sucks. And that's not even the end of it. Voice searching, voice texting, voice commands, whatever the case may be, let's not even talk about it. It's just, you know what? You should know. Are you making key lime pie for dessert? More times than not, unless the ambience is quiet, a common theme with the tones. It will generate something totally random or some sentence way off base from whatever you've said, regardless if it's for voice texting or voice searching. And it really becomes a frustration when you're trying to drive and use voice texting so you don't have to type. It just drives you nuts. You just get a headache and just road rage on your phone. Tech rage, whatever you want to call it. It's terrible. Even though the build quality is solid, I do want to put out a word of caution. This rubber material that sits around your neck, I've experienced this material before on other Bluetooth devices. And in extreme heat or cold temperatures, it will crack and cause the item to break and become non-usable. So I urge you strongly to not leave it in your car or other places where it is subject to extreme conditions. It could ruin your device. It's not all doom and gloom for the tones though. Aside from the amazing sound quality, the comfort and portability, and the convenience of having them, the battery life is amazing. It's only a 400 milliamp battery, but I use these things heavily and can go a week without having to recharge them. And then when recharging, 2 or 3 hours tops and you're back to 100%. It's fantastic. And then there's the Tone and Talk app. Once installed and set up, it will allow the tones to read out notifications for whatever apps you select and that are available or compatible with it, such as email, text messages, Facebook Messenger, and so on. So once you've authorized various permissions for the app to work with your phone, you'll get the main menu, which allows you to customize how you receive your notifications and which apps can and cannot send you the notifications through the tones. It will also let you determine if you want the notifications to be read out to you or just simply a vibrate around your neck to let you know you've received a notification. Simply go through the vibration notifications and the voice notifications, selecting which apps you do and do not want it to notify you, and you're done. The tones will give you those notifications every time you receive one. Pretty simple and very convenient. Honestly, aside from all the issues that the microphone causes, the tones are very comfortable, very convenient, and have great battery life. I actually enjoy them. I just get really frustrated when trying to carry a good conversation or try to use the voice texting and it doesn't work. It just causes problems where you have to go somewhere away from where you're at in order to carry a conversation or switch to your phone. That can be troublesome. I'll have a link in the description below so you can check out the tones. If you have the Tones Ultra, let me know in the comments below what you think about them and what your experiences have been. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. If it's been helpful, please go ahead and hit the like button and consider subscribing. If you have subscribed, thank you very much for your support. More tech videos are on the way, and we'll see you next time.